Good morning. I'm Rev Myron, and today I'd like to talk about lesson 236. I rule my mind, which I alone must rule. I have a kingdom I must rule. At times, it does not seem I am its king at all. It seems to triumph over me and tell me what to think and what to do and feel. And yet it has been given me to serve whatever purpose I perceive in it. My mind can only serve. Today, I give its service to the Holy Spirit to employ as he sees fit. I thus direct my mind, which I alone can rule. And thus I set it free to do the will of God. Father, my mind is open to your thoughts and closed today to every thought but yours. I rule my mind and offer it to you. Accept my gift, for it is yours to me. Oh my goodness. I remember when I first read this, I was both hopeful and doubtful. It sure didn't feel like I was ruler of my mind, and I didn't see how it was ever could be. But as time went on and I followed these instructions as best as I could, I began to see a difference. I leaned heavily on his promise that I could direct my mind, and I practiced looking at the thoughts I found there with the Holy Spirit, releasing those that were not in alignment with God's thoughts. Today, as I read this lesson, I feel exhilarated. I do know that I can direct my mind, and that actually I always was directing it. The difference today is that I direct it to be in service to the Holy Spirit. And before, I was directing it toward the ego more than anything else. In the past, if I were to be attacked by someone, I would direct my mind to attack back, to defend myself. Because this is what the ego insisted would be only reasonable. That made sense to me. But now, if I'm attacked, I hear the ego's advice, but I ignore it. I direct my mind to choose peace instead. I remember that it is in my defenselessness that my safety lies. I give my mind to the Holy Spirit to use on behalf of the healing of the sonship, and I am so much happier for doing so. And now, from what is salvation? And the sentence I'm using today says, so the thought that has the power to heal the split became a part of every fragment of mind that still was one, but failed to recognize its oneness. When the mind split, it seemed as if we were all separate from each other and from God. This is why God placed the Holy Spirit in our mind, so that we could always have the ability to return to the one mind. The Holy Spirit is healing every part of the mind that is failing to recognize its oneness. So we haven't lost our oneness. We are not separate, but we're failing to recognize the oneness. I'm helping that to occur as I direct my mind to turn to the Holy Spirit with every perceived problem and to open itself to his answers. Thanks for being with me today. I will be happy to see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.